Located in the centre of the Sussex Weald, yet close to London, Chailey has been manufacturing clay products for over 300 years, making it one of the oldest factories still in production in the UK. Its product range has been adapted over time, and it now produces high-quality, clamp-fired stock bricks and pavers with colours and textures which give a unique charm. Bricks are known to have been made in Chailey since the early 17th century. The first brickworks was recorded in South Common in 1711, when Richard Calchin was given permission by the Manor of Warningaw to operate 2 brick kilns at South Common in Chailey. The business was sold to John Pullman in 1721, and then sold again in 1734 to George Colvin. John Billingshurst bought the works in 1762, and then sold it to Richard Norman in 1792. It was owned and managed for over 167 years by successive generations of the Norman family until 1959, when the company was sold to Sussex and Dorking United Brick Company, later Redland Bricks. In 1754 a smaller brickyard was opened to the north of the South Common site, and John Siffleet was given a licence to dig clay, as long as it was not within 60 rods of the brick kiln of George Colvin. The site was sold in 1759 to Thomas Alcorn and remained in the ownership of the Alcorn family until the site was bought by the Norman family in 1887. Richard Norman founded what became one of the most successful and widespread of the Sussex brickmaking dynasties. In 1946 a new factory was built on Caveridge Lane between the 2 existing sites in order to take advantage of modern production processes and the post-war building boom. In 1996, IBSTOCK Brick acquired the Chailey site from Redland Bricks, and it is still in operation today. Chailey is one of the last remaining clamp firing factories left in Europe. The common definition of a clamp is a carefully constructed stack of bricks. Wheeled clay is won from the on-site quarry during the summer months, using mechanical diggers and stockpiled near the factory. There are 3 different seams of clay in the quarry, all with different drying and firing characteristics. The stockpile is made up of many layers in order to make sure that the correct blend of clays is achieved. Clay is dug from the stockpile each day and fed into the factory via a box feeder which delivers a set amount of clay each hour. Clay is mixed with sand and pulverised fly ash, which help with the drying process, and with a blend of coke breezes, which is the fuel which fires the bricks. All of the material is fed into the wet pan, where the 2 3-ton wheels mix and grind the material together. Water is added in order to temper the mix and increase its plasticity. The material is forced through grids in the floor of the wet pan and onto a conveyor. The conveyor takes the material up to the high-speed rollers, where it falls between 2 counter-rotating drums with a gap of only 3 mm between them. This is so that a small but consistent grade size is achieved. The material is further mixed in the double-shafted mixer, where 2 shafts churn the mix to ensure a smooth and workable consistency. The mix is then taken up to the kettle, where it is stored before being turned into bricks. The Aberson is a soft mud brick moulding machine capable of making 12,000 bricks per hour. The moulds are sanded and the clay is then pressed into the mould. The excess clay is struck off before a pallet is dropped onto the bottom of the bricks. The mould is then turned over before being lifted off the bricks and pallet. The mould returns into the cycle, where it is washed and sanded before being reused. The pallets of bricks are marshalled together before going into the racker. When the racker is full, the fingers remove the pallets and put them in the waiting stillage. Each stillage holds 1,728 bricks. The stillages are put into the dryers, where the bricks are dried. There are 5 dryers, and each one holds 24,192 bricks. The drying process takes 23 hours. The temperature in the dryers is slowly increased, up to 110 degrees, and approximately 17 tons of water is removed from the bricks. The dried bricks are removed from their pallets and then inspected for defects. They are then stacked into a Hulo pack by the setting robot. Each Hulo pack contains 780 bricks and weighs 1.8 tons. The Hulo pack is picked up using a forklift truck with a special attachment on the front and taken down to the clamp. The floor of the clamp is laid by hand by the setting team. Fire holes are built into the base of the clamp before the forklift truck sets the Hulo pack on top. The clamp is then covered in refractory insulation bricks and casing bricks. These help to insulate the clamp during the firing process. Each clamp holds between 750,000 and 800,000 bricks and takes 3 weeks to build. Gas burner rigs are used to ignite the fuel which was mixed into the body of the bricks during the clay preparation process. The burner rigs slowly increase the temperature in the fire holes over a 24-hour period before being moved up to the next fire hole. The bricks fire at over 1000 degrees centigrade and only start to cool down when all of the fuel has burnt out. The entire firing cycle takes 3 weeks. When the bricks have cooled sufficiently, they are packed up by an 8-man team. There is a strict sorting criteria and the bricks are selected according to their quality and colour and then hand sorted into packs of 370 bricks. It takes approximately 2 weeks for the team to pack up a clamp. Chailey manufactures its range of distinctive bricks in both 65mm and 50mm sizes, but its range does not stop there. Any of Chailey's bricks can be blended to create products to match up to existing brickwork, or you can create a bespoke blend of bricks to suit a specific need. Whatever your requirements, Chailey offers traditionally made, high-quality bricks with warmth and character to give your building a unique charm.